Today is a special day for me, checking off one of my bucket lists to be on Air New Zealand's longest flight, a direct service between Auckland and New York JFK. Checking in was quick, even with some technical malfunctions with their machines. Soon after, I was able to get through security, which was also just as quick, and off I go to the international lounge. I've just gone through security and now heading to the lounge. Hopefully there are some food there because I haven't eaten today. But yeah, check-in is pretty quick and security, there is no lines. All up I think took about 10 minutes to get through. So yeah, looking forward to relax in the lounge. While I haven't been to this particular Air New Zealand lounge, I have been to the other international lounges which I wasn't quite impressed in terms of their food offering, which in this case I wasn't having any high expectations either. I've just arrived here at the Air New Zealand lounge. There is a sign at the bottom of the stairs that says the lounge is not accessible for e-vouchers, which is what I have because I earned the lounge access vouchers through my credit card. They say it's because it's like very busy, obviously because it's Christmas, a lot of people are traveling. But yeah, it's actually not too crowded. There's a lot of sitting over here, so it's not too bad. And I just went to like the entrance to the lounge, and I was like, "Can I access the lounge?" And they say, "Yeah, it's fine." So that's good. I was a little bit worried that I won't be able to come in. But yeah, as per expected, the lounge doesn't really have a good selection of food. So I went to the buffet area and took a couple of selection of foods. They are mostly cold, they are all cold platter. So it's all cold buffet, there's nothing hot, there's no hot, but there's actually one hot soup. So that's the only hot food that they have on offer, which is kind of a thing with Air New Zealand, with all of their lounges. They don't really offer hot food. The only ones that I've actually seen that have a selection of hot foods are their domestic lounges. But yeah, for the international ones, it's mostly cold buffet, which is not really that good. There is a Strata lounge here in Auckland Airport, which I have been using for the past couple of years because I have no access to this lounge because I was flying either another airline or I didn't have the lounge access vouchers. So they do offer quite a selection of hot food, but yeah, with Air New Zealand they tend to not offer that. But yeah, just want to show you, I've got some cold pasta with like olive thing, and then we got a muffin, a sandwich, and I got a OJ. So the lounge itself, there's kind of like a separate space over there. Not sure if it's outdoor. I don't believe it is. It seems to be indoor, but I don't think there's air conditioning though, because it's like a separate area and it's very hot today, so probably not too keen. There is a good tarmac view which is on that side, but yeah, it's mostly occupied, so I just kind of sit on the other end since since it's very busy on that side. But yeah, talking about the food, I actually haven't eaten today because I've been having migraines in the morning. I wasn't really having any appetite, so yeah, I haven't eaten today. So if I'm doing something a little bit weird today on the flight or anytime during this video, just bear with me because yeah, I'm just not feeling 100% today, but hopefully I can get through the flight. And I did bid for the what do they call it? Is it the sky bet? Which is the 3 economy seats that can convert into the bet. I bet on the lowest price that they allow, which is $275, I believe, and they rejected my offer. So it seems like it's a pretty packed flight from what I can see from the chart. It's a little bit weird with the chart because some of the seating they show the icon of that, like someone has chosen the seat, and then the rest kind of like just a gray out kind of icon. So I'm not very sure if it's like a full flight or they block like part of the seats or what's like happening. But yeah, hopefully it's not a full flight. Hopefully there will be like kind of, like half full kind of situation going on, and then people can kind of shift around, and I'll have kind of like at least like a middle seat empty kind of situation. Then it's a little bit more comfortable for the mammoth 16 hours journey. And yeah, actually I haven't even told you today. I'll be flying from Auckland all the way to New York JFK, which is a flight that I've been kind of looking forward for a long time, since the announcement, I believe back in 2019, and then obviously COVID came, so there was like a further delay. So yeah, finally they restarted this year in September. So today I'll be flying it. It's Christmas Eve, and happy holiday and Merry Christmas to everyone. I know by the time the video is up, it's going to be over, but I hope you all have a great holiday. And I know there's a winter storm in the US right now, so when I land in New York, the storm will actually be just passing through New York. It's going to be very, very cold. I believe it's minus 13 degrees the last I checked. So that's the coldest temperature I've ever experienced in my lifetime, which is, hence a little bit of overdress, and I'm kind of a bit sweaty as well. But yeah, I just kind of wanting to wear something that I can kind of like easily put on more layers when I get there. Otherwise, it's gonna be a bit cold. But yeah, really looking forward to going back to New York. It's one of my favorite city in the world. At least the ones that I've traveled to, New York has always been kind of the top of the list. So I'm very excited to go back, even though the last time I went was during summer. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different this time. It's gonna be winter and Christmas, so things will be very different. But nevertheless, look forward to check out, like, it's very famous for its Christmas stuff over there, and obviously the ball drop for New Year. So I'll try to match that as well. But yeah, you can check out all of my trips over at New York on my channel as well. I'll be uploading them obviously kind of maybe after the flight video, I haven't really planned anything out, but yeah, it's gonna be on my channel somewhere. So if you're interested in kind of like what I get up to in New York, go check it out. But yeah, for the flight, yeah, I'm not looking forward to spending 16 hours in economy, but hopefully I'll get through it. But yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of food and maybe have a bit more before we board. I'm not very sure what they have on offer on board because there's apparently only 2 meals for such a long flight, which is a little bit weird. And actually, I bought a suitcase, a carry-on, and I bought a bit of food with me as well because I was like, my body, it does weird things, and I might need some food. Actually, I had to repack when check-in opened. I was still actually at home repacking my carry-on because it was overweight. So I have to take like some of the food out and yeah, reshuffle a couple of things. So hopefully I'll be able to get on board. I think it's a little bit over 7 kilos, which is the allowance. But usually I think between 7 to 8, I think they don't really mind. Hopefully that's the case. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of food and maybe just fuel up myself a little bit more before I get on board. And then there should be a meal when we depart. And then I'm not sure. There may be snacks on board in between, and then the second meal before we land. But we'll see what the situation is when we are on board. So it's been about 1.5 hours since I last came on here. So I actually went back to the buffet about more than an hour ago, and they actually have some hot food available. So I got the potatoes, asparagus, and cauliflower. There's another dish which is ham, because I'm vegetarian, so I cannot eat the ham. But yeah, I'm kind of full right now. I was gonna try the cake, but yeah, I don't think I can eat it anymore because there's probably some more food when we get on board. So I think I'll save my stomach and gonna have a little bit of food when we get on board, and then I'll go to sleep. I've just had melatonin, so hopefully I can sleep quite well and then get up a bit early and just try to stay awake to kind of reduce the jet lag, since there's a bit of a time difference, 6 hours. So right now it's just past midnight. It's nearly 12:30 and it's nearly 6:30 here, so I'm just gonna stay here for maybe another 20 minutes, and then I'll probably head to the gate since there's a US border check over here before we get to the boarding lounge, and then boarding starts at 7 for 7:45 departure. So I'm just doing a bit of work. I've actually changed seats. I'm kind of like in a lounge chair thing over here. So I'm just kind of doing a bit of work and just chilling and waiting for the boarding. There's nothing too much going on here, so I'll catch up with you when we head towards the boarding gate. And now, yeah, talk to you when I start heading over to the gate. I've just arrived at the gate over here. It's about a 10-minute walk, 10-15 minutes walk from the lounge because it's at the very end of the terminal. But that's our berth over there. It's the 787 Dreamliner, which will take us all the way to JFK. It's already 7 o'clock, so we should be boarding anytime now if everything is on time. But yeah, we have got a very good view over here actually. We have got some Dreamliners over there. We have got a 777, I believe.
Alright, good evening. Welcome to NZ flight 2 to New York.
And I believe that's our
which is operated in cooperation with our
boarding code.
Your flight will commence boarding shortly.
There we go.
At this stage, if you need assistance to board, please approach the staff and boarding gate.
We'll be boarding very shortly. Thank you. We are now boarding the aircraft, New York bound.
Side and turning right, thank you.
Each of the seats come with a blanket and a headphone. This is the first time I've tried their slimline economy seats. While it wasn't the most comfortable seat, I do see the reason for the slimline design to increase some space given how little legroom there is. Soon after departure, the crew started the service and given it's a Christmas Eve flight, some Christmas-themed addition to the dress code was observed, but I have to say it does tie well with the color scheme of their uniform. The food on the flight was just average, and to tune myself into the new time zone, I went to sleep soon after the meal. Good morning everyone. We are about 9 hours more to go to JFK. So we are around 6 hours into the flight. It's been very bumpy throughout the flight, as I don't know if you can pick it up, but yeah, it's basically been quite bumpy since we departed. But yeah, right now we are over the islands. We have just gone past, not sure if you can I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. That's Papiti. So yeah, just over the Pacific Islands, and trekking. I'm not sure where. I can't see on the map right now. But yeah, we are heading northeast bound, cruising at 36,000 feet. And it is very cold, so actually got an extra blanket as well. Luckily they do have it, so that's good. I didn't have much sleep. We had the first meal and then I went to sleep, so I didn't really record that much because I wanted to try to get a bit more sleep at the very early stage of the flight, just so I can avoid most of the jet lag. Right now in New York is, I believe it's about 8-ish in the morning. But yeah, I might still try to get a bit of sleep, and then yeah, I'll try to stay as awake as possible, and then I should be able to get a good sleep tonight. But yeah, we also just had some sort of snack service. I just woke up and then they already kind of like walking past giving out the snack, so I was kind of just at the right time. It's kind of some sort of like a panini. I'm not sure if you know what that is. So it's kind of like a bread or pastry, and then like kind of in the middle there's some protein. So I'm pretty sure inside it's like a bit of like veggie. I'm not sure if it's cabbage, and then some. I'm pretty sure it's like chicken and cranberry sauce. I mean, I'm vegetarian, so I shouldn't be having it. But yeah, I didn't know. So when I got it and I ate it and I saw it, I was like, yeah, what to do? I've already eaten it, so might as well just go for it. I'm kind of not wanting to waste any food, so if mistake is done, it's done. And I'm just looking at the map here. It's zooming out now. So apparently we are actually flying over Mexico, and then flying on the southern side, heading on the lower or the southern side of the states, trekking to New York. Actually going a little bit north of Atlanta as well. So just under 9 hours to go. So far my butt is a little bit sore. So the reclining situation, so when I recline the seats, it basically kind of pushes the front forward. So I've got a bit of a reduced leg space. But what happened is, because the front, they recline as well, so it gives me a little bit of an extra leg space. So that kind of make up the lack of leg space when I reclined. But yeah, it only works when everyone reclines. I mean, which is good. Like, I think everyone mostly do recline at this time anyway, because it's a long flight. And then on the side over here, what I like about the design is I'm trying to work with one hand over here. So on the side here, the armrest, it's actually retractable. So it's actually very good because it gives me a little bit more of that arm space. And then as you can see, I actually don't have a window over here. There is one window which is just slightly towards my front. I guess it's kind of a bit of a sharing window with the passenger in front. But yeah, it's kind of, I guess, like a partial window for me. I think one good thing about this is because with the actual window seat, what happens is you have this kind of arc, so it goes slightly further away from you. So it's kind of, yeah. So if you're trying to sleep, you have to lean quite a bit more away from you, which is probably a little bit more uncomfortable. Whereas like for me, with the wall, because it's like a lot closer to me, so what happens is when I sleep, I can actually just kind of lean just a little bit over here, and then my head is already on the wall. So I think it's actually a lot more comfortable. So I have actually changed my seat for the return flight. I booked the row behind me, so 50, I'm currently at 57, so I booked 58. So what happened is I actually changed it to 57 during the flight. So I can change it because there is Wi-Fi. But yeah, right now we are kind of, I guess, in the middle of nowhere. So Wi-Fi hasn't really been working for quite a while. And yeah, right now it's kind of completely turned off. It might turn back on when we get to like the mainland of US where there's more reception, I suppose. But yeah, right now there's basically no Wi-Fi. But I mean, most people are trying to sleep anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so that's most of the update I have for you right now. If there's anything interesting developing during now and the next meal, I'll let you know. But otherwise, yeah, that's about it. Oh, one interesting thing is there is an ordering system on the IFE as well, so you can actually order some snacks and some drinks. So that's very handy if kind of like if you are thirsty or hungry, you can also get some like chips and some hot drinks, cold drinks, cocktails, wine, that kind of thing. So actually I don't know if you can get wine, but yeah, I mean a lot of a variety of drinks that you can get. So yeah, I might actually do that later because it's very cold. But yeah, right now I think I might go back to try to get a bit more of a nap. Yeah, maybe try to get another like an hour, maybe 2 hours of a nap, and yeah, I'll try to stay up. So yeah, I'll talk to you all a little bit later. After service has ended, the in-flight entertainment bar tab will open for ordering, with all choices of beverages and snacks offered on board. The IFE system has a good selection of movies and TV shows, but I wouldn't say it is extensive enough to keep you entertained if you are traveling with them often enough, especially on the long-haul routes. It is very responsive and quick, which is always appreciated. So here are the in-flight entertainment. There are a good variety of movies and TV shows. So yeah, we have got quite a number of selections here, but I can't really see anything kind of new. I think these are mostly kind of older movies. And there are a lot of other subcategories that you can kind of watch as well. And then as for the TV series, they are kind of random seasons. So for example, say like Riverdale, they're actually, starting at season 6. Even though they do have like the full kind of season, but they are not starting at season 1, they started like just a random season. Kind of, yeah, the same thing goes for the rest of the other ones. This is a new show. I've watched this, it's pretty good. I'm pretty sure there's only one season on this one, so. But yeah, like Good Girls, it's pretty good as well, and they also started at season 4. But I guess maybe they load up like the latest season. That could be the case, I'm not very sure. But yeah, I mean there is a good variety of TV series. The only thing is that they don't start from the first season. So if you haven't watched it, then it's going to be a little bit weird. And we have more movies over here. And yeah, there's a mixture of like TV series and movies for comedy. Yeah, so in terms of variety, there is a good selection. Let's check out the music. So we have got some Christmas songs. We have some New Zealand kind of music over here, New Zealand stations. It seems like there is quite a good number of music selection as well. Yeah, and there's a lot of subcategories, which is quite good. And apologies if it's moving quite a bit because it's quite bumpy right now. But yeah, as you can see, there is quite a good selection of music. And it seems like we have got audiobooks as well. So if you are into that. In terms of games, we only have 5 choices here, so it's not really that good. So yeah, that's pretty much the in-flight entertainment for movie, music and gaming. There is also like weather that you can kind of check. So we have forecast for New York. Saying that it's snowing on Tuesday, but I haven't seen any snow forecast, so I'm not sure how accurate it is. And it says today it's going to be changing to snow around the afternoon. But yeah, I haven't seen any forecast about snow. So hopefully it's not going to snow. And there's another feature here called Sit Chat. So you can basically, I guess if you have a friend that sit, kind of further away, you can chat with them as well. So it's pretty handy. But yeah, apart from that, there is not a lot of other things to do. Apparently you can actually get some amenity kit, free eye shade, free earplugs, and free toothbrush and toothpaste. I might actually get that later. I do have an eye shade, but it's not that great. And I think if you are watching movies, you can actually like kind of sync your movies with like your friend, family, or your child, and you can basically just watch the same movie, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that's all the entertainment side of things. There's not a lot of other things going on. And as you can see, we have another 6 more hours to go. Oh yeah, there is actually a pretty handy thing for the flight map that I want to show you. So for example, if we scroll into JFK, you can actually see like the roads and stuff. It's getting very bumpy. Yeah, you can see there's like road maps. Yeah, you can even see like the highway. So this is where we are landing at JFK. And you can even see like the road, the highway. So it's a very detailed map. And then going into Manhattan, yeah, you can see like all the kind of roads and stuff. So that's a very cool feature. I don't think I've seen it in many of the other in-flight entertainment. I think this is like the first one that I've seen that has kind of this kind of a feature. So yeah, that's all for the in-flight entertainment side. We are right now heading towards Mexico, as you can see. So we're flying north of Mexico City, and then up towards Alabama, Tennessee, and then towards Virginia, Pennsylvania, and then into New York. Oh yeah, we are kind of flying kind of south of Houston as well. Yeah, that's it for now. That's the in-flight entertainment side. I will come back to you maybe in a couple of hours when we get served the second meal. We should be getting our second meal in about probably 2 to 3 hours before landing. So probably in about 3-4 hours from now. Hours prior to landing, the second dinner was served. While I appreciate the slight change of ingredients, I wasn't craving more of it either. So we have arrived at the or maybe close to the gate, but yeah, apparently the gate is occupied. So they're trying to kind of find a different gate, or we have to wait for that aircraft to vacate for us to get in. So yeah, not a good start to our arrival. They say it's about half an hour wait. So yeah, we are gonna have to sit here for a bit. And yeah, I'm still having a bit of a problem activating my SIM card. So I'll have to do that when I get into the terminal, since they have switched off the Wi-Fi as well. But yeah, that's the latest update. I mean, it's not Air New Zealand's fault anyway. So not a lot we can do about that. So just hope that they can, get out quickly, and or give us another gate, and let us deboard the aircraft as soon as possible.
All passengers on board the aircraft that we are attempting to go to their gate. Everything's very, very slow today with the very cold temperature outside. All the pipes are frozen up. Trucks won't start, cars won't start, so they're having to do a lot longer with the loading procedure. So they're now saying possibly up to another half an hour. So, but we do apologise. There's no other gate we can get, so we're kind of stuck here at the request of the airport authorities. But rest assured, as soon as that gate comes up, we'll be straight onto it. Thank you. Controls, they have finished loading all passengers on board, which we heard before. They've finished loading all but one of the holes, so they said there's only one hole to load, whatever that means. So it's the smaller hole on the aircraft apparently, so they're talking another 15 minutes. So we do apologise, well out of our hands, but as I said, we'll get to that gate as quick as we can when it becomes available. Thanks a lot for your patience. It's been waiting for over 2 hours, so there's another gate that's coming up. They've just loaded it and they're getting ready for push 2, so they're telling us another 20 minutes, so I'm really, really sorry to pass that information, but the good news is it is Christmas Eve. Here we go.
So as you have heard from the captain, we have another half-hour delay because there's some issues with ground handling. The vehicles they are not functioning normally because of the freezing temperatures. So the aircraft that they occupy our gate, they have already all loaded up, but apparently they couldn't get out. So we have to stay here for another half hour, so which means it would probably be about an hour of waiting over here. Hopefully it's going to be less than that, but anyway, that's the situation right now. And not a very good start to our trip, but hopefully everything will work out in the end. But I'll talk to you all a little bit later if there's any more new updates, or once we are allowed to get off the aircraft. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Oh, it's cold. Welcome to New York. After 2.5 hours of delay, we are finally here.